What happened to your brother? My girlfriend asked me one day out of the blue. I don't have a brother, I responded back, looking at her confused. You don't? Nikki asked, looking at me strangely. It was a look that I couldn't understand or figure out. No, I responded slowly, turning to face her head on. Why would you think that? I asked in a deep state of confusion. I was an only child after all. I'm an only child. I told you this. Nikki is staring at me with a deer in the headlights type of look. But he looked so much, she trails off, shaking her head. Who looked like me? I ask, as she pulls out her phone and scrolls through it. The other day, the girls and I were having coffee at that little hole in the wall. This guy walked in and Sia pointed him out. Haley swore it was you. I called out your name. He had turned around as if trying to find you. That's when I took his picture accidentally. She explains before showing me the photo. The man in the photo looked almost identical to me. My hands started shaking the longer I stared at the phone. Are you sure you're an only child? Nikki asks me hesitantly. Can you send this to me? I ask, almost throwing her phone back at her. I stand up in a rush as I grab my backpack. Where are you going, Damien? Nikki asked as she did what I requested. I'll be at my parents' place. Just give me some time, I tell her over my shoulder as I run out of the building to my car. There was no mistaking the person in the photo had to be related to me. He had the same dimples and cleft chin, the same eye shape, color, and the facial structure was completely my dad's, just like my own. I would recognize it because I stared in the mirror every morning. I rolled up to my parents' house as I sat in my car. What would I say? How's your day going, and do I have a brother you have hidden from me for over 20 years? I yank at my short hair as I take a few calming breaths. I get out of my car and knock on the door before entering. My mom peeks her head out of the kitchen with, "Hey honey, we weren't expecting you." My father lets out a grunt from his recliner in the living room. My face must have been sheet white because my mom stopped what she was doing and came over. What's wrong, dear? You look like you've seen a ghost. My father sets the newspaper down as his full attention turns to us. I note how I seem perfectly calm. I suck in a breath before grabbing my phone. Do either of you two have something to tell me? My parents exchange a look before my father speaks. What's this about, son? Do I have a brother? My mom's eyes widen as my father shakes his head. Don't be. I cut him off as I showed him the picture. My mom starts sobbing as my father and I turn towards her. You told me he died. My father snarls at my mom as my drops open. What? My mom's sobs echo around the house. We were expecting twins, my father growls out. I had left the hospital after the birth to get changed and grab some supplies. When I had gotten back, your mother had told me your younger twin brother, Jackson, had died. My knees buckle as I fall onto the couch. All the phantom pains, I mutter to myself. I thought it was the loss of your twin, my father states, glaring at mom. Turns out you must have been feeling something through the weird twin bond twins have. My head snaps over in anger to my mom. What the heck did you do? My mom snaps. Your father had just been laid off of work. The construction business was in the dumps, and I couldn't properly care for twins. I did what I had to do. As one, my father and I's mouths drop at the sorry excuses. You let me believe Jackson was dead for 2 decades. I mourned a son that is still alive. My father roars in anger. My own anger was deadly calm. All the times I told you someone was missing, that the person was hurting, you made me believe I was insane. Turns out the only insane one was you. I did what I had to do, she yelled at us as we continued to stare at her in disbelief, disgust, and anger. Get the frickin' heck off my property before I force you, my father demanded as my mom's composure broke. She snarled at him. I protected him. You already turned one son against me. My father's mouth drops open at her words. My eyes narrowed at her. You heard him. Get out before I make you. All she does is sniff before marching out the door muttering, I saved him. I had saved him. I slammed the door behind her as my father states blankly at a wall. Dad, I would have done anything for her or Jackson. I hug my father, and for the first time in my life, I watched my father cry. My father and I sat at the cafe as he tapped his foot nervously. What if he doesn't show? He will, I stated as the doors opened. A man walks over to us. Jackson? I ask. Jackson nods as he takes a seat. All three of us just stare at one another.